Hey guys, I'm back. I just decided to come back. Uh, like I said, I don't feel very good, and I don't know. I'm not gonna be in the mood to do this later, so I'll just do it now. I just hope that the thing doesn't cut off. So anyway, about this complex, I got a lot of different comments on different things I was saying, but big question is, alright, so this complex, now this is the second complex that I've lived in this area, on this side of the town. This is the worst side of town you can live on. We do have condos and low-income housing behind our local ShopRite. That's actually more decent than this side of these complexes here that I'm around. Now I am going to do, well, you see me guys do those walking blogs, okay? During the day, I would say it was probably okay, but you need to watch at night. So anyway, I'm not going to show you which building it is. I'm just going to explain it to you. So you have my building, which has 3 apartments in it. 2 downstairs, 1 upstairs. And that's how all the buildings are set up. Okay? The doors are very like this. There's no, there's a railing, but there's no railing on it. There's no, someone's individual stoop. Okay? It's all open, and I know when I've done walking videos, you've seen that open area. Down in the garage is an open, what they call an open garage, which is you share with your neighbor. There has been theft, according to one of the maintenance gentlemen here. The people upstairs have stolen over 100 bikes. They were down in the garage when we first moved here. They had broken into the maintenance man's storeroom, stole tools from him. Their kids have done this. They have teenagers. I mean, I don't know how many children exactly, but I know they have a couple teenagers. So then all the kids congregate. And then you hear the herd of elephants up and down steps. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? That's the first thing. My storage room was broken into. My garage door was left open. I mean, we have separate garage doors, but when you open the garage door, it's all open. And okay, so that happened. There is minorities that live here. We do have Mexican Mafia gang members, Latin King members. Don't know exactly where they are. Don't know who they are. I mean, I don't know what building. They're here, though. The next building, I'm going to point. No, wait. Yeah, I have to point that direction. Actually, no. You come out my front door and go that way, past my front windows here. There's a major drug dealer that lives in that building next to mine. Okay? We know this for a fact. There's been drug raids, 2 drug raids here since I've lived here, and I moved in November. There was a rash before I moved in here. This complex all of these complexes had drug raids with full armed SWAT teams. Okay. Now I heard that they fixed the building up and that they threw a lot of those people out. Not true. Some are still here. And we know that there's drug dealers because, like I said, there's been drug raids. They had a drug raid apparently one time where they had people lying on the ground. And our Link Transportation, the public, our paratransit bus, was pulling in to pick up people, and there's a full armed SWAT team when she came into the parking lot. She couldn't go to the bus stop, and this a few of the people that she was waiting for had to be subject to walking right next to a drug sting. Okay. Now, like I said, they said that they cleaned this building up, this complex. Before, when I lived over there in the other complex, when I first lived in this area, the building across from my front window was this way. There was a building here, another complex. A major shootout between drug dealers was taking place. We had to call the police. The police told us to get away from the windows and lie on the ground. Lie on the floor. I said, I'm getting the hell out of here. That is why I winded up in the other house that you see me filming from. Nice quiet area, but there was really, really hidden things about that town too. I found out there was a halfway house up the street, but it was kept quiet. You didn't know it was there. The only way I found out it was there was I had a training at my one of the a place called Safe and Hunter, which is the domestic violence, one of our agencies that helps battered women. And I was going to do an internship there, and I went to the training, and that's how I found out that halfway house was actually up the street from the old place where I used to live, where I was filming from before. So the old house, when you see videos of the old house, that's what I'm talking about. Here, unfortunately, I'm around the corner from the courthouse, the jail, county jail. Like I said, that's why I said I'm very close to the downtown area, because this area I'm in is the county seat, basically. Our county buildings and agencies are here in this town. This is like the main area for that. Like our social services, our county courts, all kinds of different agencies are here at the county seat. So that. Now, there's a lot of mentally ill people in this building. This is a lot of Section 8 HUD housing, HUD vouchers here. I mean, even the other ones, okay, they all the complexes, well, some, except for the townhouses, well, no, I'm sorry, excuse me, some of them are privately owned and some of them are through HUD homes, where, you know, you own, HUD owned ownership or something, and like that, okay, so it's, a lot of that is here. So, and like I said, I'm on a HUD voucher myself, Section 8 voucher. I'm not mocking anybody else. Personally, I'd rather not be living on any kind of thing like that. I was not living on that before. I became homeless, and that is why I have it. I'm not looking for a free ride of any mean, because I have been taken off of it because I've had too much income. So, when I got married in 2006, I was actually not on housing. I was paying full rent. I was paying over $1,000 a month in rent. But then when my husband decided to leave and leave me holding the bag, they put me. I called up and they put me back on housing because, believe me, I cannot. My income, I cannot afford to pay $1,200 a month, and that's what the rents are in New Jersey. $1,200 and up. Sometimes, certain towns you'll be lucky to find something for $800 a month. It's very rare, but when you're in the county seat, you're going to be paying $1,200 or more for this area. To be close to the downtown area, you're going to be paying that much. Now, Main Street, if you live on Main Street, you're paying. There was an apartment there for $1,900 a month. I think they do. I seriously think they do that to push people on housing away, so they don't have to rent to them. Because a lot of people on housing will screw up, will actually literally damage people's places, and then everybody that is on that gets on this big umbrella, and everybody gets blamed for other people's damages. And there's plenty of people on housing that don't screw up landlords' places. They keep it very clean. They take care of their buildings, or their place. Now, the place where I lived before, now I took care of that place. I put a new carpet. I put a new vanity in. What else did I do? Brand new toilet I put in there. I had the carpets professionally cleaned twice a year. Well, I mean, that's when I can afford it. Twice a year I had the carpets professionally cleaned. The reason why I changed the carpet there was my husband had an incident, and there you could not. I called the carpet cleaner, and there was no way that they could clean that carpet because what happened was he destroyed the padding underneath, so it had to be taken up. And I went to Lowe's, got a $600 carpet, similar to what the landlord had, and I put it in. The only room I didn't do was the master bedroom. So, he really had nothing to complain. So basically, the landlord there ripped me off and took all the brand new stuff that I put in. So he got that stuff for free, basically, because he decided to be a jerk and be a scam artist and rip me off. So that was a horrible experience. I wouldn't recommend anybody renting from that guy, because he loves to take people that are on housing and then claim that they owe rent money, to take them to court and then charge them their portion plus HUD's portion to get double. I don't know how he keeps getting away with it, but he does. So, now my question is to you. Would you want to live with Mexican gangs? Would you want to live with drug dealers as your neighbors? Because I know I don't. And it's not being racist. It's true that this is like that in this complex. So I wanted to get in more depth with you, explaining what this complex is like with these neighbors, and ask you, truthfully, would you want to live next to someone like that? I think it has nothing to do with they're Mexicans or whatever country they're from, India, wherever. It has nothing to do with that. It's when they bring garbage into the complex and just make it look like crap. This was a very nice complex at one point in time, because I think it was built somewhere in the 70s, I believe. And it was a very beautiful complex. And they came in here and made it trash. They trashed everything. The garbage dumpsters, they don't even know how to throw garbage out. I should take a video of the dumpster here. We go throw garbage. It's up like a mountain like this. I swear. It's like you're going to the garbage dump. Garbage is everywhere. It's disgusting. It smells. And it's right next to the mailboxes where you have to get your mail. So you're going to get your mail and it smells like holy hell. It's disgusting. It smells like you're literally at a garbage dump. So like I said, that other landlord really screwed me with my credit. And I had to hire a lawyer to correct my credit score. Because I was going to every complex, or every, the complex I want to go to, I was going to those two. I was going to so many other complexes besides. This was the last, I filled it out. It was last resort. And, I wouldn't wish anybody living here like that. This complex is nothing but a nightmare. Nothing but I left only the other place because we had one vehicle. I had to use public transportation. After 5 o'clock, the transportation stopped. And then I had to rely on people to give me a ride. The other thing was, like I said, the landlord's nonsense that I was dealing with there. Constantly, he ripped me off at least over $3,000. Alright, so, like I said, I filled out for everything. There's waiting lists for these perfect complexes. There's waiting lists. You can't get into them. It'll take a miracle to get into. And then this complex called me, and someone said, "Oh yeah, they fixed it up." But then we started experiencing things after we moved in. Our air conditioner unit. Little things. I was happy to have a dishwasher, but it doesn't work right. They claim they're ordering a new one, but they'll probably wait until after I move to put a new one in. I don't know. Yes, they put brand new floors. They paint it really nicely, but they're really hiding under a mask. Then, like I said, these neighbors acted up and started their nonsense. And, it's just, a person can only take so much. And like I said, I'm not going to pay rent here to live with that. to live with that noise all the time. Okay? Now there's somebody up there. I hear them walking around. So either they're not done moving yet. They might not be. They might be. I don't know. I don't know if they're done. I don't think they're done moving yet. But like I said, they did take boxes and furniture out yesterday. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I do hear somebody walking around up there. We'll see, but like I said, after they move, or if they're moving, I will take that video down. I will totally delete it. But, yeah, so that's the story on this complex. Any other questions? Comments? If I see nasty comments on the bottom of this video, you will be removed immediately. Because I'm not talking about anything racist here. I'm explaining to you what it's like. You people don't know, and I don't think you would tolerate the nonsense either. So, I don't think you would want... Now, I think the girl that was making those comments lives in a nice, cushy, private home. She probably doesn't live in an apartment. She probably lives in a private house and wouldn't know anything. And she probably lives on a nice, wooded, plushy road. And, don't have to worry about this kind of nonsense. She probably has money. She can afford to have her own house. Because usually the ones that make the comments like that have private homes. They don't live in a complex. They don't live in a condo. Even if you live in a condo, you can have a neighbor like... The condos, too. They're either on top of each other or next to each other. Okay? And you can have a loud neighbor. Duplex homes. You can have a noisy neighbor. Okay? There's videos. Look it up. A lot of people videotape their annoying neighbors. So go look it up. And type in annoying neighbors. Okay? You'll see a whole bunch of videos about noisy neighbors, annoying neighbors, criminal activity with neighbors, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. So, check out those videos. I'm not the only one that puts people on They need to be like that because they need to be embarrassed that they do stuff like that. Because let me tell you something. The apartment complex is not going to do anything. I'm going to do it. They should be removed. They shouldn't be allowed to make noise like that. And people have a right to peace, even if it's during the day. The noise level doesn't need to be above someone's television, above someone's air conditioner unit. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's the story on this complex. I'm not giving the name of the complex. I'm not giving the town that the complex is in, but I will do a video walking around just to give you when I'm able to, just to kind of give you an idea of what the garbage looks like, how it looks around. It's disgusting. It's trashed. Stuff is thrown all over the parking lot. People leaving trash in the garage. They'll have a party and they leave their freaking chicken bones and all kinds of crap in the garage. Okay? And that is our maintenance man. He's leaving. He might have been up there. But he's getting ready to go to work right now. Yeah, he usually leaves around 7:30. So that's his four-wheeler thing. You know, that little cart thing, the four-wheeler he drives around the complex to do his work. So that's what that noise is that you hear. If you're hearing that out the window, because I'm in my dining room, and our garages are underneath the dining room. So yeah, so that is about our complex. And so if you have any questions, anything, leave it under the comments. But I don't want to hear anything, oh, race, blah, 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 blah. No, it's not because you wouldn't want to live there next to those people, and you know it. I'm not saying not in my backyard. I totally am for low-income housing, but not for drug dealers, gangs, none of that. Okay? I've never been exposed to that, don't want to experience that, and I refuse to live in areas that have that. Okay? And unfortunately, that's our situation. But yeah, please like, subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Please thumbs up this video if you like this video. And I'll chat. No, I'm not, like I said, I'm not feeling good, so I'm not gonna come back today. Alright, thank you.